nation, from sea to shining sea. During the program, we used narrations, quotes, and songs. We will tell you what was happening in our community to make love at the same time. To begin our program, we will sing America the Beautiful. Scientists believe that the Native Americans in North and South America came from Asia. Long ago, there was a way to get to the Americas. On a land bridge over what is now called the Bering Strait. They believed the natives crossed the land bridge in search of food. They settled in different groups, settled in different places such as valleys, plains, deserts, and forests. Each group experimenting their needs for food, shelter, and clothing in different ways. This ability to change according to one's environment is called adaptation. The Native Americans who sheltered in Temecula were hunters and gatherers. They collected acorns and made a mush called bluefish. Hunting made only a small part of their diet. They wore little or no clothes. When they did wear clothes, it was protection from the cold. The Native Americans who lived in this area had three types of shelters they built from the natural resources found here. The shelters were the Kish, the Ramada, and the Pinto.
They were religious people who believed in one God. They believed He would reward them if they were good and punish them if they were bad. If they were really bad, He makes them out with quicker years of power.
Many people wonder how Temecula got its name. One legend is that Indian chief Nahagi stood on a hill looking down our valley, named it Temecula, which means sunshine through the mists. In 1620, the Pilgrims arrived from England. They came to the New World because they wanted to visit religious freedom. No longer wanted to be part of it. They didn't like the king's laws or manner of enforcing them. They fought back back when the king sent soldiers trying to make them pay. This was the beginning of the Revolutionary War. Here's a voice explaining some of the feeling of the time.
I am Thomas Jefferson. I wrote these famous words in the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that only men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. On long these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
America won its independence from England. The new country continued to grow. People with many different beliefs and backgrounds came to America.
The Tranquilla Valley was part of Mexico. Mexico was under the Spanish rule.
In 1797, Juan Alberto de Santiago came to Spanish from Forsyth, on which had been a mission outpost to San Juan Capistrano. He was the first European to see this valley. He had not been a mission here.
Later, Father Prairie from the San Jose Missions met the Native Americans living here. The Native Americans became mission Indians and their way of life was changed forever. Things changed again for the Native Americans in Temecula. Just as the colonists wanted to be rid of the English rule, Mexico wanted to be free of the Spanish rule.
In 1821, Mexico won her independence from Spain.
Pedro Velasquez, Mexican governor of California, claimed ownership of the mission hands in the Temecula Valley.
He and several others divided up, sold, or gave away the land to individual Mexicans.
He did this so the Mexicans could hold on to the land if the United States of America went to war over the land Mexico lost.
The Native Americans who had became mission Indians no longer have a place to live. Mexicans and Americans were dividing up in the West, the eastern part of the country continued to grow. Daniel Boone began the Wilderness Road, which allowed settlers to cross the Appalachian Mountains and settle Kentucky. Always searching for more land or new experience, Americans built immigrant trails along with people who moved in the area. The Southern Immigrant Trail was a route that passed through Temecula and then went north through Los Angeles to Salem. Baseball has been providing us with fun and excitement for more than 100 years. Even though the game has gone through many changes and rules and equipment, the first game of baseball, as we know it today, was played in Hoboken, New Jersey in 1846.
The New York Nine beat the New York Knickerbockers that day 23-2. In 1848, gold was discovered at Center Shore in Northern California. As we expect, many people began coming to California in search of new fortune. They were called the 49ers. Eureka! There's gold in them there hills! The very next year, California became the 31st state and Temecula became part of Riverside County. The overland stagecoach coming west from St. Louis, Missouri, stopped in Temecula.
It only operated for a few years because of the Great Battle of the Civil War and took over the throne.
One of the reasons why the Civil War was fought was because most southern states wanted to own slavery and most northern states wanted to outlaw slavery.
With the help of many brave people like Harriet Tubman, slaves from the South ran away to the North where they knew they could be free. Here are a few words from Harriet Tubman. I am Harriet Tubman. I was born a slave. When I was 25 years old, I ran away to Philadelphia because Pennsylvania was a free state. Over the next 2 years, I helped more than 300 slaves escape to freedom, including my own family, as son of people call me Moses.
These runaway slaves traveled on the Underground Railroad, which really wasn't a railroad at all, but a network of safe houses and hiding places for escaping slaves.
The North Star was our guide on this dangerous trip. The constellation, the Little Dipper, which we call the drinking gourd, pointed to the North Star, our guide to freedom. The Civil War between the northern and the southern states lasted for 4 years. The North won, and all the states became free of slavery.
During the war, Abraham Lincoln was president. Here are some of his words.
I am Abraham Lincoln. In giving freedom to the slaves, we show freedom to the free. This nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom. The government of the people, by the people, and for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
The Civil War is especially sad because it divided families and neighbors. Fathers fought sons and brothers fought brothers.
Can you picture the women and children watching the road to see if their father, son, or brother would ever come home again? 600,000 men died during the Civil War.
Was a quiet time in Temecula. There's a little growth, however. Lewis Wolf opened a store which is now called the Texaco gas station on Margarita Avenue. He also became postmaster.
The Temecula School District was formed and the ever-busy Lewis Wolf was the district's first clerk. A very sad thing happened to Temecula Native Americans.
Because of a legal problem, they were made to leave their land in the hills south of the Temecula River.
This land later became the Pechanga Indian Reservation. As the old-timers said, they just dumped them there, they just dumped them. The period following the Civil War, called Reconstruction, was very painful for the people of the South.
They were forced to rejoin the Union of the United States of America. It was a painful time for the Native Americans as well as they were forced off their land under reservation just as they were today.
In 1863, work was started on the railroad, which would stretch from Nebraska to California. The Transcontinental Railroad workforces met in the middle. A gold spike joined the two rails. By 1882, 11,500 miles had been built in the U.S.
Temecula also had a share of railroad track using large Chinese rails. The California Southern Railroad completed its line from National City to Temecula through the treacherous granite walls of Temecula.
I've been working on the railroad
established in Old Town. One of the first buildings, the Wellesley Hotel, was built to house those who had worked on the railroad. In 1891, it burned down but was rebuilt to look how you see it today.
The post office moved from the old Wolf Star to Machado store on Main Street.
After winning some land in a Temecula land raffle, Philip Pullman founded the Temecula Mercantile on Main Street. From 1882 to 1891 was a growth period in Temecula. In fact, because of improved transportation, many people were moving west to settle and begin communities like Temecula.
The U.S. government created the Homestead Act.
If a person could build a house and prove they could survive, they would be given 160 acres for free.
In 1904, Watson Vale and his family bought 85,500 acres. Most of the Temecula Valley and the surrounding land became one of the last great cattle ranches in California.
He was singing this song. While rail ranch was a pretty peaceful place, the world was not. From the 1940s to the 1970s, the United States was involved in 4 major wars. In 1918, we fought in World War I. From 1941 to 1945, we fought in World War II.
From 1950 to 1953, we fought in the Korean War. From 1964 to 1972, we fought in the Vietnam War.